Hello everyone, this is Hero here, and welcome to another King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Online video. Okay, today's topic will be quite actually I'm quite surprised that I actually be doing this video at this point of time. Why? Okay, two things that has happened. Okay, because of one patch. I think the developers are trying to throw me off guard and making me really confused. Because apparently the global server have just unlocked their very first cross server mode, which is Peak Battle. Okay, for the Asia server, we got our Peak Battle when Crazy Yuri was released. Okay, which is like quite later on in the game. Okay, but apparently for the global server, you guys actually got this mode quite early, I must say. Okay, I guess that's a good thing because you guys were able to unlock more stuff and get more rewards. Okay, another thing is that with the latest patch, okay, the developers have added in the fighter card for K. Okay, which meaning to say there is a high chance the next boss release will be K instead of Gyonets, which is what I'm expecting. Okay, Gyonets is supposed to release after Rugal, after Orochi. Okay, I do not know why they decided to release K instead of Gyonets. Okay, this is making me really confused. Okay, anyway, today's video we will do the character introduction for K. Okay, because he's gonna be released soon, really soon. Okay, so K, he is an API 14 character. Meaning to say, because he's an API 14 character, he is a boss character. Okay, his role, he is a DPS fighter. Okay, so K is a DPS fighter, API 14, boss character. His details: K being a DPS fighter, his damage naturally will be high. Okay, so his critical at 30%, his critical power at 57.36%. This is very high, meaning to say if he crits, he will do very high damage. Okay, his damage here is 26.6%. Okay, so this critical power in the whole game, K has one of the highest critical power. In fact, he is in second placing. So you guys must be asking right now, so who is the top placing with the highest critical power in the whole game? Right now is Nesq. Nesq's critical power is at 62.36%, 5% higher than K. Okay, this is really high. Okay, Nesq is the highest. Okay, his feature, okay, the developers actually give him the pure violence feature. Okay, actually call him pure violence. Later we'll take a look at his skill, and you guys will understand why his feature is called pure violence. His first fate, you need K, Kula, Maxima, and Whip. Currently, Maxima and Whip is not yet released in the Asia server, so we are not able to unlock this fate. K, Kula basically in the future, if you guys were to miss out on her limited draw in the future, you can always wait for showcase. In the future, Kula will have showcase. Okay, and you'll be able to draw from there. I got my Kula from showcase. Okay, the second fate, protagonist aura, Kyo, Yuri, K, Terry, Shingo. Okay, these few characters are quite easy to get. Mr. Sunglasses, basically characters that wear sunglasses. Kay, Choi, and Clark. So you need these 3 characters to unlock the 3rd fate. So you guys notice all 3 fates, if you unlock all of them, basically each of them adds attack to Kay. With a total of attack plus 75% to Kay. Okay. The last 3 fate is basically to get his weapon, Flame Badge, and Street Fight Tome. Let us look at his passive, Hidden Area. In battle, increases allies fighters damage. Okay, so this increased damage, okay, by 3.58%. His skill, the trigger. Okay, there's a few parts. Okay, let me go through one by one. Ignores enemies block to attack in a series. Okay, basically when Kay uses her skill, you will see a lot. Of numbers pop up. Okay, basically a lot of damage. So this is what they mean. This is what they meant by in a series. Okay, the fewer both sides fighters, the higher the damage. Okay, 60% more damage against defense fighters, DEF fighters. Okay, so basically the first part of the skill. Okay, when this skill triggers on an enemy fighter, the enemy fighter cannot block this skill. This skill cannot be blocked. Okay, that's why it says here ignores enemies block. The second part, the fewer both sides fighters, the higher the damage. Basically, if both sides, your side and the enemy side, there's very little fighters, okay, this skill will do higher damage. Okay, the last part, 60% more damage against defense fighters. Okay, this last part here is a bit confusing because like I mentioned before, this game is translated from the Chinese version. Basically it says that this skill does 60% more damage against tank fighters. Okay, so if Kay use this skill on a tank fighter, this skill will do 60% more damage. Okay, let us look at his ultimate. Okay, Heat Drive. Okay, max here because I have unlocked his weapon and given it to Kay. Strikes a column with increasing allies rear 20% critical and reducing main target's 30% defense. The fewer both sides fighters, the higher the damage. Okay, so what does this first part mean? Okay, this first part basically means that when he ultimates, okay, it will increase your allies, basically the back row, okay, 20% critical. Okay, and the first target he hits with this ultimate will reduce that target's defense by 30%. Okay, by 30%. Okay, the last part, both sides, the lesser the fighter on both sides, the more damage this ultimate will do. Okay, so I hope you guys understand the explanation that I've done for this ultimate. Basically, the first part states that it will increase the 20% more crit for your allies and the back row. Okay, and reduce the main target that this ultimate hits. Okay, because this ultimate hits one column, the front and back target. Only the front target will get this 30% reduction in defense. Okay, now of course the last part, if both sides, the lesser the fighters, the higher the damage this ultimate will do. Okay, let us look at his fight soul. His fight soul is a black tiger soul. Basically, he's a tiger soul fighter. Okay, restore 175 rage when ally dies. Okay, so the more fighters he kills, or the more fighters both sides dies, he will get back rage faster. Okay, so is Kay a good fighter? Okay, as I said just now, as what we went through, his skills, Okay, basically does nothing but damage. Okay, that's why they gave him the feature Pure Violence. Okay, K only does one thing, damage, a lot of damage. When he ultimates, when he uses his skill, okay, especially in tournament 1v1 situation, if K crits, most likely your opponent will die, will just get destroyed. Okay, K has only one good thing about him, which is damage. That's it. Okay, he has no other thing besides damage. Basically, his skill, his ultimate, his passive doesn't give him anything that control. Okay, doesn't let him control fighters, doesn't let him silence or do anything else. He only does damage. Okay, so is K a good fighter? Is K a good character? Okay, if I were to say, if you are on a very tight budget on diamonds especially, I will suggest to skip K. Okay, and wait for the next boss. Why do I say that? Okay, because K at the early game, okay, let's say you get K at the early game, he's really good. Okay, because in tournaments, in arena, the more fighters he kill off, the higher damage he will output. Okay, in tournament 1v1 situation, if his skills does critical, if his ultimate especially does critical, you will definitely win that tournament match. You'll kill off that fighter at one shot. Okay, the only bad thing about him is that he's a Tiger Soul character, meaning to say he cannot at the first round do his ultimate. Okay, even though he's a DPS fighter. Okay, on top of that, if you were to spend diamond and you want a Tiger Soul fighter that does a lot of damage, you can go for Nesquio instead. Nesquio is a DPS fighter. He is a Tiger Soul fighter. On top of that, he does a lot of damage. Okay, look, critical 36.8%, critical power 62.36%, damage 36% compared to K. K lost in these three aspects to Nesquio. Okay, on top of that, Nesquio, his skill not only causes burning, it also increases his own resistance rate and damage reflect by 10%. Okay, on top of that, his passive increases your allies' flame ultimate damage. Okay, and if the opponent has Yuri or Orochi in battle, he can at the first round use his ultimate immediately. Nesquio's ultimate allows him to attack a column front and back character. Okay, reducing applying basically burn. Okay, and reducing 35% defense to tank characters. Okay, the most important part about Nesquio ultimate basically is to reduce rage by 200 for 2 rounds. On top of that, decrease HP by 12% for 2 rounds. So if you want to go for K, I would rather you save the diamonds and go for Nesquio. Okay, Nesquio. So up to you guys. You guys want to still go for K, okay, but I'm telling you that Nesquio is a way better choice compared to K. Okay, so nothing much to talk about K, because K is just pure damage. There's only a few things that he's good at. okay, just to kill off enemies, kill off fighters very fast. But of course, it doesn't mean that K is not a good character, okay? Look at the top 10 list. There are still players using K. Okay, there are still players using K. Okay, because K, when ultimates, especially if he crits, if he does critical, most likely he'll kill off a fighter or 2 fighters even. Okay, there are still people using K. Okay, but more and more people start to drop him off and put him into the second team. Okay, K at the early game he's quite good, but towards the right now at this stage in Asia server, basically at level 92, he start to dip a bit. Okay, in terms of tier wise, because you have character like Nescue that's out, a lot of people start to replace K with Nescue already. Okay, but in the future he will climb back up to become one of the better fighters, because when his gates is open, after you unlock his second ultimate, he will start to be better. Okay, but still lose out to characters like Nescue and other future bosses. Okay, so I hope this video actually lets you understand more about K and whether he will be a good investment for your diamonds. I leave it up to you guys. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.